All right, cuties. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. Look, I told you guys that I would be staying on top of this story. This story is still developing when it comes to Kai Frost alleged involvement in his sister Kelsey's boyfriend's death, and Kai has been officially named as the top suspect. But there is more breaking news when it comes to this. T Hood has a connection to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, and that connection is not the Frost. What's up, cuties? Welcome to Chit Chat with QT. Join me as I discuss hot topics, celebrity news and gossip, reality TV show recaps, and more. Everything that I discuss are my own personal opinions for entertainment purposes only. Now, before I get started, please make sure to like the video, hit that notification bell, subscribe to the channel, and sit back and enjoy. All right, cuties. So let's go ahead and get into the details of what's going on when it comes to this now case, because it will be a case. But a TMZ released earlier today that they had a copy of the incident report of T Hood slaying, and Kai Frost is the primary suspect in T Hood's death. And as I mentioned to you guys, we've been talking about this for the past couple days. News broke this past Saturday as far as Kelsey coming out and speaking about this, not only in her stories on social media, but also the alleged audio of her talking to T Hood's family. So it looks like either Kai will be surrendering very soon. There are no other suspects at this time. Again, the story is still developing. I do know that the other brother, Kirk Jr., was also a name that was thrown out there. But as far as everything being on social media today, we had already determined that he wasn't involved as far as pulling the pow pow, because allegedly he may have been hit as well. Now, I am going to go ahead and just tell you guys a couple more details that is out on social media. We knew that allegedly T Hood had put his hands on Kelsey. That's been going around. His sisters, they are not buying it. They said that they have never heard of him striking her or anything like that in the past. They stated that they want to see bruises or something like that, if that is what's being alleged. So they're denying that part. But another part that is out on social media is that not only did he put his hands on Kelsey, it was also said that he put his hands on Kai. Both brothers were on the scene. Again, my sister's keeper. And again, don't hold me to that, but that is what's in several comment sections all over social media. I cannot naturally confirm or deny, but what I can confirm is this family is now broken, period. I'm going to show you guys a heartbreaking video of when Kai was in an accident. This was just in September of 2024, and it was Rashida who shared the pictures of the scene and made this heartwarming post to her son. Kirk was in the comments as well. And yeah, this is really sad. It really, really is. But let me go ahead and show you guys that first. And then I'm going to let you guys know this Love and Hip Hop connection that is not tied to the Frost family. But let's go ahead and take a look at what Rashida posted to her son. I'm going to go ahead and drop down. So hopefully this will be just a little bit larger. But let's go ahead and take a look. I'll read her caption first. And she stated, what started off as a great day turned into one of those moments. Thank you, God, for protecting our baby Kai Frost. Because as parents, when me and Kirk Frost pull up to the accident, and the first thing you see is your child's car looking like this, is unexplainable. The feeling that comes over your body and mind is unexplainable. But glory be to God, because although he's bruised and limping, he's alive and will be okay. That was so sad to me. You know what I mean? Because it's a natural reaction when it comes to parents. You know what I mean? And I totally can imagine where she was in that moment. But where is she now? Where is Kirk and Rashida? Where are they mentally right now? They most likely will not see their son outside of prison walls. You know, if he is what's being alleged, the primary suspect of murder with a M in front, yeah, he's going to jail. And thank God they didn't lose their son in that car accident, but they stand to lose their son from them being able to love on him every day like they've been doing since he was born. And this is again allegedly because of a DV situation where Kai was trying to protect his sister. Now, I mentioned to you guys that word is going around that T Hood allegedly got into it with Kai as well, and that they were fighting each other. If that is the case, could this come down to being self defense? And we heard about that. If you haven't, go back and listen to a couple of my videos. But the family was upset at the thought of that, saying, how could it be self defense? And he was allegedly pow shot in his back several times. How could it be? But I can only imagine that the attorneys of Kirk and Rashida will absolutely claim self defense if that is the case, you know? But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this love and hip hop connection. Remove this. I'll drop down to the bottom again. But right here, you see where it says T Hood. And right here, you guys know that is Scrappy. We also know that Scrappy is a fellow castmate of Rashida and Kirk. And I'm just wondering how Scrappy is feeling about this. Should he take a side? Whose side is he on? This is going to be tough. It really is. You guys go ahead and take a look. I am going to play the music and pause it because of YouTube. But let's go ahead and take a look at this video. Wow. All right, I was trying to mute it and it wouldn't let me. But you guys saw that. I am gonna play it again. That was shared by one of T Hood's sisters. This is T Hood when he was younger. There is another picture of him right there. But I'm gonna go ahead and play that again for you guys. And as you see, that is T Hood and Scrappy partying together in the club. Now, let me try something else real quick. I'm gonna turn this down all the way. You guys should still be able to hear me, but you won't for a couple seconds. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right, guys. How do you think Scrappy is feeling about this? Again, we know that Scrappy is close to Kirk and Rashida. But as you guys just saw, he was also close to T Hood. This is such an unfortunate situation. Nothing has come out again to confirm if there was some type of DV activity going on. Kelsey, when she came out with her statements, she didn't say anything about DV. You know what I mean? And so that cannot be confirmed. But what caused Kai and T Hood to get into it like that? I am inclined to believe the DV part. All three of them did live in the home. Kai, T Hood, and Kelsey. But this is a mess. This is a mess for Kirk and Rashida. Like I told you guys before, I don't have anything against them. I am going to offer my prayers to them because this is a parent's nightmare. You know what I'm saying? But I absolutely offer my prayers and condolences to T Hood's family. I brought you guys a story earlier. Don't know if you watched it. If you want to chat about some viral stories, this was the Detroit pool party that also ended in two people being unalived. Make sure to check that out and drop down in the comments and give me your thoughts. But look, I think as a people, and I'm talking about our people, Black people, we need, excuse me, to find better ways when it comes to conflict resolution. Too many times, unaliving is the goal when people are upset. And I get it. People may feel like they're in danger. And yeah, if it's self defense and something was presented that made Kai feel like his life was in danger as far as a weapon, then it is what it is. But for me, I am absolutely tired, sick of weapons being the first option. Back in the day, men used to box and live to see another day. You know what I'm saying? So I will continue to bring you guys everything when it comes to this. We'll be covering this for the span of this case, however long that shall be. As of this moment, there has not been any statements released by Kirk or Rashida. They have not come out on social media. They have not released anything at all through an attorney as far as a statement. And as I mentioned, word is that Kai is supposed to be surrendering very soon. Also, if there are any press conferences from the Gwinnett police, we'll discuss that as well. And then I will be scheduling a live for us to talk about this. People will always step for their family members, but the big question is, should they? Because in the end, the person that did the stepping is going to be stepping right there to the jailhouse. Now, you guys, drop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Also, shout out to the new subscribers. If you aren't subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and make sure to share the video with your friends. I thank you guys for joining me, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. chit chat, chit chat, chit chat with Cutie. Chit chat with Cutie.